What's up, guys? My name is Beastmode, and this is some more chaos gameplay with my good buddy Q-Tip, also known as Qtipious by his gamer tag. And we're gonna go ham status on some chaos mode once again, going on a 567 combo streak on underground. This is not even dome, baby. This is underground, and we're just going off on these noobs. I think we actually finished. You'll see it at the end of the game. But I think our score is 661st, if I'm correct, in the world. So we got pretty far up there. This is on like within our first 5 tries. So me and him are definitely going to go at it some more and try and set some more records, get some better scores. And chaos mode is just ungodly fun. It is so much fun for some reason, and doing it with a friend and a good buddy, playing it co-op just makes it that much better. So I'd highly suggest you guys get this, and maybe someday I can play with some of you guys, play some chaos mode with you. That'd be a lot of fun because I am really enjoying this game mode, and I think it's fun to watch. You know, I think it'd be interesting for you guys to watch because it's very fast-paced. You're shooting people constantly. I mean, if you don't injure somebody within 2 seconds, that combo meter is going to disappear and you will lose the game. So it's constant action. It's constant fast pace. You always got to be thinking, you always got to be doing something, and it's a lot of fun. But today we're getting back to a long once forgotten series that maybe some of you guys remember, known as Storytime with Beastmode. I used to, you know, just kind of give you guys insight into my life and just random things that have happened that I found interesting that make a good story. And today what I want to tell you guys about is roof jumping. And roof jumping involves so many stories. It covers such a broad topic, but I'm going to start from day one. And day one would be my, let's take you back in time right now. Let's take you back, what would this be, 5 years? Back in time, back to my 5 or 6 years, back into my freshman year of high school, homecoming night. So I went to homecoming with my one of my best friends. I got Q-Tip and the other guy, Drew. I got 2 buddies where we've been real close friends ever since we were little, and I would consider those are my best friends, those 2 guys. And I was at homecoming with Drew, who's not Q-Tip. Q-Tip's here in the game with me, but we went to homecoming together. He had his girlfriend he'd been dating for a couple years. I had been dating this girl for a couple years, and we went to homecoming. It was our freshman year, you know, kind of first time being there. And neither of us are much of dancers or whatever, you know, just the typical, you kind of act like an idiot when you're at that type of stuff. And so we get to homecoming, and maybe the girls wanted to dance, you know, more than they let on or whatever, but we're like, man, this is freaking stupid. And like, we get there and we're like, this is retarded. Everybody's acting stupid. Everyone's just dancing. And it was like, honestly, we're like, man, we wasted all this money, you know, going out to dinner. Not that it's that much, you know, but you dress nice and, you know, drive to, we drove to Omaha, which is a bigger city, about 30 miles outside of where we live. You know, you pay for a nice dinner. I mean, it was a nice night, but we get there, and within 30 minutes of being at our first homecoming, we just left, because we're like, screw this place, this is boring, like, let's go do something funner. And by fun, we actually just went back to Drew's house. It was pretty much an empty house at the time. And I spent some time with my lady friend. He spent some time with his lady friend. You can interpret that however you would like to. And about 2:30 in the morning, I think, we decided they were going to go home. So we took them home. They didn't stay with us or anything, and I don't really think we would have wanted them to anyway. We kind of had better plans for the night anyway. So we take them home, and we're actually just walking back from their house, and we're like, you know, we walk all the way across town, and this is like all the way across town. I mean, over 5 miles. And we go to a gas station just for the heck of it, pretty much the farthest one away from where we're at. We're like, let's just get some stuff. So we get some drinks, you know, get some whatever, food, some snacks, whatever, and we're walking back. And as we're walking back, we're walking by this church, and I'm like, wouldn't that be fun to just climb up on that church somehow, like find a way to get up there, and we'll just sit on the roof and, you know, drink our Mountain Dew and eat our snacks, whatever. And it was about to sound super homo, because I was about to say, let's go sit on the roof together and we can just chill up there. More of a bro moment, not so much as a, you know, let's sound gay type moment. It was more of just like we're bored, you know, let's just get up on a roof for the heck of it. So we climb up on this church roof, and we're up there. And it was pretty fun. Like, it was really challenging to get up onto the roof. We had to find this really intricate way to get up there. And we get up there, and like, it sounds stupid, and it's gonna sound so stupid to you guys listening to this, but it turned into be a lot of fun. And we're like, you know, we should climb onto more stuff. Let's get onto more things. And so we started walking around town, through this town. Then granted, you know, it's like after 3 in the morning now, and until from like 3 in the morning till like 9 in the morning. We spent 6 hours in the middle of the night just sneaking around town through people's backyards, climbing on all these, you know, company buildings. We climbed on top of the high school. I'll keep going. So we got onto that church, and then we're like, oh, okay, let's keep going. And we ended up going on to some of the schools in town. And the funnest thing about this is like, obviously, you're not supposed to climb on buildings. You're not supposed to get on the roof. It's actually illegal. It's considered trespassing, and you can go to jail, get in trouble, get fined, you know, get a misdemeanor, whatever. So for one, it's illegal, you know, you're not supposed to, but two, it's dark out, and the funnest thing about it was you're trying to find ways to get up on these buildings, because most roofs don't just have stairs right from the, you know, right on the wall just for anybody to climb up. So we're trying to find all these difficult ways to get up on the roof, and then we'd get up on the roof, and it just was like this accomplishment feeling, and it was just a ton of fun, and we kind of felt like badasses, I guess. Granted, we're freshmen in high school, but whatever, we kind of felt like these little badasses, and we're like, let's just keep climbing on stuff. So we ended up going to the high school where homecoming was at, and this was probably one of the most difficult ones because you had to climb up on the far side of the high school, and we're at a big high school. It's a very, very big building, you know, graduates over 1,000 people, whatever. And we get up on one side, and we had to walk and find our way all the way across we're on the roof, and we're going all the way across the building. We get on the other side, we get on top of the gymnasium, actually, where everybody was underneath, you know, doing their thing, dancing and whatnot, and we actually just sat on top of not sat, we started, you know, we just kind of danced up on the roof, and it was funny. And then me and Q-Tip actually once, on the subject of roof jumping, still, I'm just hopping from place to place because this took over. I mean, this happened several times. It just started on that first homecoming night. But me and Q-Tip, who I'm playing with once, this was actually homecoming year, my junior year, I think. It was homecoming, and I never went to homecoming after my freshman year because I thought it was retarded. I even was elected onto like the homecoming, whatever. I was like homecoming royalty my senior year, you know, like king candidate, and I still didn't go because I was like, this is just a waste of money and it's stupid, and I'd rather just spend time with my girlfriend, take her out, do something nice. But my junior year, we got up on the church that is right across the street from the high school, right across the street from the high school, and obviously traffic is busy with homecoming. People are coming, and we're parked on this roof right outside of a four-way intersection right in front of the high school. So this is like high traffic area, and we're hidden behind this pine country that's kind of jetting up above the roof. So we're kind of on the roof, kind of in the midst of this pine tree. And earlier we were walking, and in the park we found 2 bags of rotten pears. They're like, you know, about a little bit smaller than the size of your fist, and they're just mushy, they're rotten, they're really, really soft and easy to, like, they just splattered, you know, when you threw them and hit something, they splattered. So we get up on the roof, this is me and Q-Tip, and all these people are walking in with their nice dresses, their nice, you know, cars and stuff. And we sit up on this roof and we start chucking pears off. Nobody can see us, you know, nobody knows where it's coming from. Granted, it's dark outside, so it's like pitch black. Nobody even would know what direction they were coming from. We start launching pears at people from across the street, you know, we're just chucking them up there, and it was so much fun, way funner than I would have had going to homecoming. And there was actually somebody, some hotshot was driving in a convertible, and I don't remember if it was me or Q-Tip who actually made the throw, but my gosh, it was like Brett Favre, just perfect throw. This convertible is driving by, and let's just for this purposes just say I threw it up. I don't remember, it might have been Q-Tip, but we just throw this one up, and all of a sudden we hear this, what the heck, you know, what the fuck was that? And we'd actually, the pear had went through the gap where the convertible was. It actually hit somebody in the car, went through their roof that they had down, and just splattered onto somebody. And I, by gosh, hope it was like a dude with like a nice clothes on or something, because that'd just make it that much funny. And that sounds terrible, and it is terrible, but it was so much fun doing that. And skipping ahead to a different event, and this is an event where we nearly got in trouble. Behind where Qtipious used to live at his old house was one of the elementary schools in town, and I think there's like 8 elementary schools in town. And there was supposed to be this big fight going down. I don't even remember who it is. You know, just all those stupid fights. People always going to fight each other. Well, there's supposed to be this big fight going down behind this school, you know, kind of like in the playground area on the concrete. And it's supposed to happen at night. I think it was actually 2 girls. I think some girl was going to, like, she was like gonna kick some other girl's ass. And we had heard about this, and we're like, that'd be kind of fun just to go watch. Even though we had no interest in it, we didn't really know the people that well, but we're like, that'd be kind of fun to watch. Like, we should go climb up on the building, the old, the school, for just old time's sakes, because we kind of stopped doing this at this point. And we're like, let's just go climb up on this building for old time's sake, and we'll get like front view seats, and nobody will know we're up there, but we'll secretly be watching this, you know. And so we go over there like half an hour before anybody's even there. And we climb up on this, you know, elementary school building. We're up on the building. We're just chilling together. You know, occasionally we'd go up there and like smoke cigars or whatever. But we go up there and all these cars start showing up. Big line in front of the school. And there's a bunch of people there. And this fight's supposed to go down, you know. Well, apparently word had gotten out that there was supposed to be a fight. And I think one of the fighting parties, like one of the people that was supposed to be in the fight, had called the cops, kind of like pussied out, I guess, kind of did a bitch move, and they backed out. So all the cops showed up, and they made all these people leave. Well, we're like, well, that sucks, but at the same time, we're like, well, shit, we can't let anyone see us, you know. Turns out somebody across the street had seen us getting up onto the roof. They had seen us walking across the elementary school building, like on the roof. They saw like 3 shadow figures up on the roof, probably some old couple, and they had called the cops. The cops weren't actually there to break up the fight. They were there to get, they'd heard there was trespassers on the roof. They were after us, and we soon figured that out because we heard the cops talking like to each other on the radio, and they started circling the building. There was about 5 cop cars there, and they were all around the building. They were walking around, so we were like up there, and we're like, we are so screwed, you know. We're like, what the hell are we gonna do? We're gonna get in so much trouble. We're gonna get misdemeanor. We're not gonna go to jail, because I don't think we were 18 yet. But it was like, oh crap, and we were terrified, you know, because there was like no way to get off. And granted, to jump off this school would be like a, you know, 2-story drop. Like, it was a pretty big drop, you know, 20 feet, well over what you would comfortably want to jump off of a school building. But that's what we had to do. It got to the point where we're like, guys, we're not gonna be able to get down the way we came up. There was this way we could somewhat get down, but they were kind of standing by it. So we waited until one of the cops kind of rounded this corner, and there was a brief gap, a brief instance where we could slightly get off. And my gosh, it was one of the scariest things I've ever done. But we just ran and we jumped. We jumped like 20 feet and just landed straight on the ground. And just off of pure adrenaline, I don't even know how much it hurt, but we just sprinted across the field and just started running away from Sam's house, actually. We didn't want to leave them back there, and just took off into the neighborhood. And long story short, we got away. But that was kind of some of my short, and there's many more adventures in roof jumping, but that's some of the highlights I can think of, I guess, of right now. But I hope you guys enjoyed Storytime with Beast Mode, 661st in the world. It's been My Name is Beast Mode, guys. Peace out. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please remember to give it a thumbs up and share it around with your friends. Your response will determine if I should keep doing Storytime with Beast Mode, or if it's something I should make a little bit more frequently. I know it's been a while. In the top right hand corner, you got my previous video, which is me asking for, I'm looking for a GFX person, somebody who can do some good backgrounds and intros. In the bottom left hand corner of your screen right now, you got my Facebook and Twitter links. Be sure to follow me on there if you're already not. You got my subscribe button right there in case you enjoyed this video and you're not already subscribed to me. Well, then welcome to the Beast Army. And in the bottom right hand corner, you have the mystery video as always. And I will say that this mystery video features Liam Neeson of all people.